Test. Welcome. Does this work? Maybe it works. Okay, let's see. So welcome, Deco Echo, to the Take Ideas, and everyone here. And Surbibar, nice to see you again. If I remember right. Anyways, today we are doing a continuation of a series that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes of before, or like maybe I did like two generations in one. Anyways, this is the series of let's discuss every Pokemon design that exists, and of course extremely biased. Oh yeah, I'm glad that you like it. I also like talking about it. I like talking about it and thinking about designs, right? And maybe I'll make some fake Pokemon sometime. Or fake Digimon. Very early in the morning, I'm going up. Oh, please take it easy and have a good Sunday morning. I hope. So you are. Right. Basically, what this is basically like this tier list maker kind of. Maybe not a tier list maker, because it's more like focused on the favorites. So like I can pick the favorite type of every generation, but I talk about all the designs basically. And so it's a bit more positive than the tier list maker, because I don't like talk that much about the bad designs, but talk more about the good designs. And of course it's extremely biased, right? So it's totally like what I like, and I guess like they're like total fans of every Pokemon, probably, right? And then of course I also like have a distinct style, and what I like I basically like love the, let's see, I love the kind of like bulky kind of monster kaiju Pokemon, right? Like Nidoking, for example. And yeah, I think like it's also interesting because the 5th generation I played on release relatively, but starting with the 6th generation I had like a hole in my Pokemon heart. Yes, having so much to take ideas. So I had like a hole in my Pokemon heart because I did never get the 3DS, because it was kind of like school time of computer games are more cool and Pokemon is uncool, but it totally is not uncool, right? But then there was like a school time where like Pokemon became cool again, which was, I guess, for me the 7th generation, which was also in school for me. And I guess if you think about it, like my school time is relatively recent, but also not really. But yeah, I think like 7th generation was when like people like went shiny hunting on like during class or something, which is also fun. And yeah, so let's go right into the 6th generation. I started playing Pokemon again with Pokemon AC, but I did not get into it too much. I think it was boring that like everything is in the same city. But I was also really busy with other stuff and like life going in the way, right? So like only played like 20 hours or something. Or 15. It did not really grip me. So let's see. Now 6th generation. So this is by type, so the first type is a normal type. They're like this bunny, where I think the first one looks really cute. I think that's a solid design. Let's like the like starting area, 2 evolutions, like 1 evolution, normal type, right? For the second one, I'm not too much the fan of the hands as ears and the whatever this yellow thing is, but I think like the face expression, it looks really fun. You cannot see it here though. So this is okay, I guess. There was like I think like if I have to be relatively objective, I think, or not like subjective of course, but like I think this one is less cool than this one. And this one is also less cool. This one is relatively cool, I think. So yeah, these are good. Then the Firebird is kind of boring. I think these ones are really ugly. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lion Line of whatever this is. But I think these look so like this is a teddy bear and this is. Is it meant to be a shield? Is he meant to be a flower? Not sure. Then we have Poodle. These ones look really geometric. I think like they also could look like fake Mon, kind of. And I'm not even sure what this is here. I like this Mega Evolution. And but yeah. What should I pick? The thing is yes, I have a complete Pokemon game. Yet like Black and White or X and Y. All I played Pokemon was Pokédex 3D, Pokemon Rumble, and Pokemon Coffee Remix. That's all like not mainline games, right? Which is also interesting, I think. So I thought before that I would pick this one, but I think like I don't really get it too much. Like it's cute, but I think it looks kind of geometric weirdly. Oh, Serendip will come. I don't want to have to pick Mega Evolutions if I don't have to. But I would pick Mega Kangaskhan. I don't like the like training like Warmers Lopunny. Oh look, and this Pokemon, it's like a French dog, so it's called Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou? How do you pronounce it? I'm not sure. I would pick the orange one because it's orange. This one has a head, which is also cool. I think like the idea is interesting. I think like I don't hate the idea, but I think I will just pick this bunny. Yeah, this one is a bit confusing to me and looks. It kind of looks like Ribble, right? How it's called, Ribbon game thing. Overall, welcome. So we'll pick this bunny. Let's continue. Then for fire, let's see. Fire. These are foxes, right? But they are kind of, I guess, like more feminine coded foxes, right? And also they're like really humanoid, but not in a like brutish way, which I guess is also more masculine. Are they like brutish kind of feminine designs in Pokemon? I don't remember. Yeah, but anyways, I think like masculine awesome power is fun. But I think like I liked it like first one. And the first one also looks like more neutral. This one is like, it kind of looks like a skirt, and this one is like mage robe, which I think is also cool. And I like that. I think like I like that the character is using a stick. I think that's kind of fun. Yeah, I also haven't played X and Y. I played Black and White though. Just a bit. Data theme, Night Thief and Mage, like an RPG. Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, the thing is also like, I think like for the last one, I guess that's often with thinner designs, right? But because it's like a thinner design humanoid, I think the like shape language is also kind of convoluted and kind of like stick, but also convoluted and a bit hard to read, I think. Like the like ear things and the arm things and the skirt all kind of blend together. I think I really like the like second one because it's easy to read. It's kind of like Lucario but feminine, but I think it's easier to read with the silhouette. I think the first one is just cute though. This is just the Falcon. I think like the last Falcon, like the second one is more Pokemon-y, but like the last one looks basically just like a Falcon you would see in real life. Like I think this doesn't even like seem like a Pokemon almost. It's cool, but it could also be just something you see in real life, I think. Like a tiny bit too much, I think. Too realistic. Which is weird, right? Because like they are like also like something unrealistic. But yeah, I think these ones look so naked. They all look naked, kind of. They look all kind of weird stage. This one here is like a donut. Which looks like a robot Digimon. The dragon, like the Charizard ones. I like the color of this one, but I really like the shape design of like the wings here. Look really cool. And he also gets, I think, like really fierce eyes. And these like other tiny wing things here. So I think like this one here is like kind of like weak, round looking, like shape design, like round looking wings. But this one is like really zigzag wings, right? So like I think like it's a really like angular impression. These things are also cool. So then Mega Houndoom I'm not too much of a fan of. Like I think like even like the starter Houndoom is better. Pyro, very beautiful design in my opinion. Yeah, totally valid. For me it's like a bit too little. Like for me it's like it kind of looks like one of those like toy cars, while the other Pokemon look like more like not toy cars. Minigana will come. Then Mega Blaziken, I think it's cool. I don't like the color combination as much as the normal Blaziken with the fire orange. And this one here looks sillier than the original. Mega Groudon is like just glowing, which is totally valid. So I think like I like the most, I think the starter Fire Fennekin and the Mega Charizard. So the thing is, maybe we can pick Mega Charizard for something else later. So let's pick Fennekin first. Also, of course, like this generation has like the Mega Swampert, which is the best thing ever, right? Okay, water. So, okay. So I guess like what... So, oops. I guess what Serendip said about theme, Knight, Thief and Mage is that Deselect is a... No. Wait a second. I thought this was a Pokemon that's called Deselect. But that was Deselect. Greninja is the name. Deselect. Okay. What did I want to say? So this is like meant to be the thief, right? But it's more like a ninja. I guess a ninja can also be a thief. So I don't dislike it, but again, like Delphox, I think how is it called? Greninja has also really like thin humanoid body, right? With like kind of like stick arms and stuff. And also again like has like, I think like it's made out of weird like geometric shapes. Like primitive geometric shapes. The tongue thing is fun though. So it's not the worst thing, but also not the best for me. The central one, I think like the bubbles that also like the first one has, they kind of remind me of those like Mozart or something, right? Like 18th century kind of wigs. that's totally not connected to Greninja at all. So I guess like maybe you could say it's not meant to be 18th century wigs. Yeah, maybe it's meant to be like kind of like the dust cloud that a ninja disappears into or something, right? But I could totally not tell from the start, or like even from that it's meant to be a ninja. Yeah. And also I think like this one and Froakie, so Froakie and Frogadier, they seem kind of like they are bald, or have like kind of pattern baldness or something. Okay, let's continue. We have like this here, which looks silly. I don't like it. They look like kind of Cuphead enemies. What are they called? Binacle. Yeah, they look like Cuphead enemies. And this one here looks like a really cheap toy. I don't like it. It looks like an enemy in a Super Sentai, but in a bad way. Says, and in the case, you didn't know the first part of the name is from Wait a second. The first part is from Grenouille, which is French for Grenouille? Grenouille? Even though Greninja would work, the French name is Amphinobi. Amphinobi, that makes sense. Like Shinobi and Amphibian. Did I pronounce Grenouille right? Grenouille. Grenouille. I'm not sure. Okay. So this one is like, I don't like this line at all. Not bad at all. Oh, thanks so much. My French would get better. This one I love. This one. Like, wait a second. The evolution is not even water type. That's crazy. Deselect Scrub. So I think like Scrub, I really love because he looks kind of that he has an attitude. I think the color combination of pink, light brown and light blue and red is really not often seen, but really works well. So I think the color combination is really cool in that too. The shape language is also cool. That it has like this like appendage thing, like kelp thing, and like how it's rounded, and also that the head has like some kind of shape. So I think this is really cool, right? The thing is, true, it's also in Smash, right? Wait, why was this message deleted? Sorry that it was deleted. I think it was like an auto thing. Okay, let's continue. Basically, like, I also love this one, Clownshaw, right? Like, look at him. He's perfect, right? He has like a big claw and a small claw. Like, it's tiny and this is big. It's really cute. Like, I think it's probably like if I remember right, I did not play it, but I think like it's version exclusives where one is one and one is the other. I think the evolution is also really cool, right? It seems like they're probably weak, but I think like all these three are basically S-tier designs for me. Like they look like things that could exist in real life, but also look like Pokemon. Like this one is like, it could totally be just a crab, but it's more like kind of chibified, or it's more like reduced than this Falcon. Oh, it was this Falcon, right? I guess like because the Falcon is like a last evolution, it also is not reduced. But yeah, I think so. This is really tough, right? Because like I think I would like pick any of those three and see them really much higher than like the first two. But I think I will stay with the kelp one because it's like a really interesting color combination, I think. And the snoot is also cute. Then Mega Blastoise is it's not bad, but I think the regular Blastoise has more an attitude, right? Like, I think it lost some of its compactness charm. I guess it's like one of those Mega Evolutions where the Mega Evolution looks like a Digimon, just have more cannons on it. But I guess like Blastoise is also looking like a Digimon already. This one is silly. The Gyarados one, I don't like at all. It looks just like a Maggot or something. Looks like a Maggot or a Leech or something. Ew. Mega Swampert, my beloved. So I love Mega Swampert, and of course it got like more bulky and it got more attitude, right? So like Swampert, that's why I did not pick it here, that's why I picked Mudkip here. Swampert looks kind of silly, but I think like Swampert also kind of looks like a second evolution, right? There are never like fourth evolutions, but it looks like it's not fully evolved, I think, because it seems it doesn't have an attitude and could eat more. So I think Mega Swampert has an attitude. I like that the orange accents seem to be darker, which just looks kind of satisfying. I think also like is the color combination a bit different? The blue may also be a bit darker or like more gold, I'm not sure. It's my favorite Mega Evolution. I'm not I think Mega Swampert, yeah, I think it's an easy thing. I think it's probably Mega Swampert because it makes the design so much better, I think. So he's also like more like upper body and like giant arms, right? But I also like that the like antenna things on his cheeks are more pronounced and more like angled, right? Like on the original ones, they just kind of like stand somewhere, but they don't add to the shape. And in this one, they totally add to the shape expression, right? Like everything points to his kind of from his face, and the face has attitude, fierce, Gen 1 eyes expression. So yeah, so Mega Swampert definitely, I think like maybe even one of my favorite water types, but there's so many great water types, right? The shark looks like it went into a cheap nail salon and got like golden accessories, which totally good for him. But I don't like it too much. And Mega Kyogre looks kind of like glowing, which is good, I guess. It's harder to read, but it's also not bad. But yeah, Mega Swampert is definitely having like this like really presence. I will pick the scalp thing now though, because I think like Mega Swampert you can pick later for the favorite Mega. Then Grass. Let's see for Grass. I like the first one, I think Chespin. He looks fierce, right? Then the second one just looks silly, I think. Quilladin. I think the first one, you could say he has like a helmet as a like fighter or something. But I think the second one doesn't even look like anything. Like he's called Quilladin, but I think he could not even hold anything in his hands because like they are so stuck into his weird body, right? Looks like a Gengar, right? He looks like a Gengar, but he looks like he's cosplaying a Gengar. He looks like why is this at eyes? Why is my chocolate eyes? So wrong. Wait a second. Okay, maybe I pasted the, like this thing here wrong, but we can see later. But basically, like this is like this Pokemon here, like this Pokemon, this like pig Pokemon. That's also cosplaying as a Gengar, right? And Chestnut, I think, has like a bulky outline, but looks like really thin, right? Like, I think like if you look at its legs, he's meant to be a paladin, right? Or something. I'm not sure what the Nord means. But he's meant to be like this like tank character, right? But that's just because of like his shield. He did not train legs at all, right? Like his legs are thinner than mine, and my legs totally need some work still. I had like that today. So you don't even see like the quads or anything. Right, the silhouette comes with the shell, so it's kind of like a fake bulk. It's one of those things where it's Mega Evos are over the top, because then, right, the Mega Evos are over the top, but I think like for like Mega Swampert, it could totally be just a normal evolution, right? Like I think like if there would be Swamperts, maybe the leader of a herd of Swamperts would be like this, like an, or like maybe like an old Swampert or something, right? So I think like Swampert, it's kind of a shame that there are not like 4 evolutions in Pokemon, because, and also because like it's a starter, right? So it cannot have like more evolutions than others. But if there would not be a starter, and we would just kick like the second evolution, which is also not bad, and I like that the colors change a bit, and just have Mega Swampert. I think that was really cool. So yeah, I don't like the chestnut line, and I've seen on Twitter some posts on, or like Blue Sky, some posts about people trying to fix this design, but I think it's kind of like it did not change the things that bothered me. Like the arms are also so weird, right? Like, what is he doing? Does he walk around with the arms extended because he cannot move them naturally? It's just not a natural kind of movement, I think. Yeah, Mega Swampert. Oh, Kiruo, welcome. So yeah, I really don't like Chestnut, even though I like that he has fierce Gen 1 eyes. And I also like his like beard or what it is. Like, the ideas are fun, but I think the body language is one of the worst things. And the shape language is also bad. And this one is bad too. But I like the first one. Then we have just like goat with some grass on it, which I think is Skidoo. I think he's totally cute. It's not the most Pokemon-y thing, but also could totally be Pokemon-y, right? So I think that's a good design in general. Nothing extremely specially good, but it's totally cute. You're right. Like, I think the beard is a funny thing. It's good. Oh, also like, what are his claws? Are they meant to be like roots? Ew. And also like, I like top-heavy characters, but his legs like totally like, he would topple over, right? You could just surprise him from behind and he would totally fall over and could not stand up. Yeah. And the colors are also like not that. Like the colors are not extremely pleasing to the eye, because it's like red and beige and brown and really like poison green. A lot going on. Like this one here for like Skidoo, I think, because the brown is almost gray, I think the like orange red hooves kind of work, right? So like I think like that's a great balance of warm colors, bright colors, and gray colors, subdued colors. So I think the color balance of this is really good. For this one it's not good. I think even the evolution of this Gogoat loses a lot of the kind of color balance balancedness. Oh, Navigating Fury, welcome. So I don't like the evolution that much. And the evolution, of course, you loses the cuteness factor. So it's just the goat. And I don't like the eyes, they're not Gen 1 eyes. So it's just the goat. It's kind of like disappointing, right? So like, maybe like the introduction one is like, oh, it's just a goat. But then it gets a goat with something else. And I guess like the plants are what is the else things, but like, it's still just a goat. Then we have this Phantom, which I think is a good design. It's cute, it makes sense, it reads well as a like, oh yeah, it's a ghost in a tree. And it's like chibi, but that makes sense because like the ghost part is just like, can be any size, right? I think this bright work doesn't always best convey the intended shades of colors compared with the artwork. True, that's also true, right? True, totally. But I think like there are like some color schemes that always look good, no matter how it's portrayed, right? Like this one is always good, look good. The Grovyle looks always good. Mudkip always looks good, even if the colors are off. Or like this one. I guess like Generation 3 had a lot of things with like really good color combinations that are pleasing and not too complicated. Generation 1, 2, I think like even this one, it's 3 colors, right? But they're like nicely balanced. Of how it's called, Feraligatr, and also Totodile. So like it's 3 colors that are kind of like complementary colors, right? But for the plant one here, it's not complementary colors and they like seem so random, and I think like greens and browns are always like hard to combine. And then reds too. Difficult. But yeah, I like this ghost thing here. I also like the tree, I guess. I don't like the... I mean, like, they are meant to look unnerving, right? But... Ew. They look like the Luigi trees that you see on the Luigi's Mansion Mario Kart course. There's this Pumpkaboo, and I never thought about it much, but I think now that Andrew made a VTube out of it, I really like it. He looks silly. Also, he reminds me of this type of pumpkin that has like a bigger base and then like a second different color on top. I don't like the second pumpkin because Gorgeist. Yeah, because the shape is just like a... I mean, it's a gourd, so like it makes sense, but I like the pumpkin shape more. It's just like a light bulb. Then we have Venusaur, Mega Venusaur, which I think is good. Mega Sceptile, which is fine, but like Sceptile, oh, that's also the original has. They have like this like ugly like bubbles that maybe like have like... What do they have inside? Do they have like some kind of fluid inside that pops like kind of berries? Ew. And yeah, I guess like Homer Snowball is also not bad. Pollen. Maybe it's pollen, but like I thought to put more like kind of like berries where there's like liquid inside. Also like they turn from yellow to red, right? So I think like it's more meant to be berries. Because berries are often red. So I think like for now, this one is good, Chespin is good, Skiddo is good, Phantom is good, and Pumpkaboo. So I guess like I really like the first evolutions of this thing. For second evolutions, I think the best is still this like tree, but I don't even like him that much. So yeah, basically like water, I love them. I love this one, right? I also love like his like kind of like black line from his eyes, right? It's always a cool thing. It's like this one is so cool. And how the hand looks kind of like a mouth. Okay, let's continue. So yeah, definitely would like pick more what. But this one is also so cute. But yeah, I'll keep this one. The outliner dude, welcome. So now with electricity, let's see. There are not many to pick. So there are a lot of like Pikachus, which I will not pick. There's this line, but I think Helios needs something. Like he doesn't seem fully evolved and doesn't seem fierce. The sun thing looks like he's a kind of a jester, but also like not totally. And the tail is kind of boring. Helioptile. And yeah, I don't like it about Helioptile that the nose and the head thing, like the ear things are so geometric, but I think I will just still choose this one, I guess. This is like the Pikachu fake, which looks boring. Mega Ampharos. I like the idea of the tail that it has like more of those like stones. And they're also nicely shaded, which is always like kind of like nice if there's something like shaded glossy. I don't like the hair because the hair, I think it makes again the silhouette read bad. And this one just looks silly. Make your Manectric just looks silly. So I think like I don't like any of them too much. So I think it would be Helioptile, but because I did not like it that much, I think I will just like say nothing. I will just say nothing. They all could not convince me. But then in water, there are so many great water ones. I want to pick this one and this one too. Yeah, nothing. Then let's see. We have the Mites. No, let's start with this one. Almora. So about Almora, I don't like the eyes and the body is boring. But I like the eyebrow things, and I like that the eyebrow things have this like pinkish hue. And I think like again like pink with the yellow and blue is a nice color combination. And the pink accent is really nice, I think. Didin is cute too. It kind of reminds me of Hamtaro. It was an electric type. True, it looks like Hamtaro, right? I guess Pikachu also looks like Hamtaro. Hamtaro. I don't like the evolution because like the evolution loses the color accent with the pink. But also it looks softer. But also if you remove the head, it just looks like a boring dinosaur with like some weird gemstones on it, and I think all the legs look kind of weak and the tail also looks weak. So this looks like definitely like Fakemon territory, because it's just everything looks kind of uninspired. Except the head. The head is like special, but I also don't like it. And I also don't like the eyes. So I like the evolution before it more. Then this one here, Bergmite, which sounds totally like it would be an Undertale enemy. Bergmite, right? It must be an Undertale enemy that kind of bullies you, but if you fight back, then it tells you that you are a bad human and deserve eternal punishment or something. And then at the end credits, it tells you that you like destroyed his kind of like plans for early retirement or something, right? So something really bad. So Bergmite, definitely Undertale character. I think I like him because the eyes are kind of unnerving, but interesting. And again, it's like kind of like lilac color and yellow and light blue. So that's nice color combination. I think like I'm just noticing like on this one too, right? This one here, what's called Frostlass, also has like this kind of like yellow eyes that are inside like kind of lilac hole inside a white thing. So I guess like really dead corpse eyes are a feature of many ice types. Maybe that's because there's like kind of like these ice mummies that are found, right? That have hollowed out eyes. Maybe that's because of it? Like, even this one too, right? He also has hollowed out, like, skeleton eyes. So, maybe they are all inspired by ice mummies? That's kind of dark. Never thought about this. But that's probably the reason, right? Like, kind of like dehydrated ice. Ice shrunken in the eye sockets. The eyes contrast more with the white color scheme. Yeah, that also makes sense. Same reason Roger Rabbit has blue eyes. Roger Rabbit. I see. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's maybe a better explanation than them all trying to look like ice corpses. I will take your explanation. What did you choose for electric? I protested against electric and didn't choose any of those various options that we had. Because I was too pity for it, I think. I was not totally enamored with any of them, so I did not pick anyone. Oh, Glowing Bones, nice to see you here. Hello. We are doing a review of Pokemon Generation 6 and I did not choose any electric type because they're boring, but I like a lot of the water types. Like this, like shrimp. Look, it's shrimp time. But I picked this seahorse. So yeah, I think the Bergmite, also because it has this Undertale flare, and also I like the like tiny stump legs, but I also like this like geometric ice crystals, right? And that the leg shows the shine. Like, you all know I love shiny highlights, which this one has, and it also has like geometric. Of course, like, maybe you would think like, why did not like the geometric thing on these characters? And I like it on the ice one, but of course it's like, because like, ice is geometric, right? Like icicles, ice crystals are geometric, so like, if a stone or ice crystal character is geometric, then it's totally fine. Except if it's this one here, Everlug, which I totally do not like the shape of it, right? Like the outline, it's just a board of ice, it's just a block of ice. I think the head is kind of hard to read. Like, what is the thing next to it? Is it meant to be an ear? Or is it meant to be a stone? Or is it like a kind of conch where he's listening to the conch? What is it? Or is it like meant to be a horn that's on the side? And he looks kind of happy, but not fierce, but also boring. And I also don't like the shape of the legs. Like, how would it move? Would it move by like having like the legs kind of like floating around the body? Or is that kind of like really thin legs under the thick skin, but then they have to be thin? And I don't like the idea that like it kind of looks like he's shaved off, right? Like, was he not shaved off before? But yeah, I'm not sure. It's a big teeth. This is a teeth? But why is it like this brown color, right? I cannot read what this means. Is it if it's a... I thought like this is like the mouth, right? Like this part here is the mouth. That ends kind of there. So maybe it's a tooth? Is he meant to have his mouth opened? I think like I cannot read his face. It's really behind the eyes for the canine shape. Like, and also like it has like two. Does it have two mouths? Like one line here goes from the mouth to the eye, and I think what the lower thing is the mouth, right? But then what's the upper thing? It's meant to be maybe a crack in the eyes, but maybe also mouth, I think. And what is this conch thing? Look on Mechanic will come. So yeah. And I also think the lilac in the eyes here kind of like look kind of weird, like they both are not dark enough. It's not really a good contrast. True. Without it, it would be a too simple design. But I think like it's still a simple design, right? Like it's both, I think, too simple, but it's also over designed. Like the legs are complicated but don't make sense as legs, I think, because like they don't have like upper and lower leg. Maybe this is the upper leg or maybe this is the shoulder, but then they just have it like a stump. Like even for this one here, which I think looks totally boring, it has like an upper leg and then lower leg, and you could say there's a shoulder, right? But for this one here, is this the shoulder, or like does it have claws? It doesn't have claws. It has claws like a elephant, right? What's underneath or something, but it looks like this, like the stumps of a shiitake mushroom. Okay, let's continue. So I really don't like this one. It's both over-designed and saying nothing. And I don't know what his face should tell me. And even the highlight that it has to show that it has a smooth surface does not save that. Which of course gets points. Then this one here, the Mega Glalie, I'm not sure why it's black. Is it meant to be coal? I don't think that it's bad. Yeah, I don't think it's bad, and like Glalie, it fits to Glalie, right? So I think it's neutral for me, kind of. Mega Abomasnow, I think it's fun. I like Abomasnow more. It's a bit like, looks like a pom-pom. So yeah, I will pick Bergmite. And he totally sounds like a, maybe like this, like an Undertale character that's called exactly the same. Okay. Fighting types. So we talked about the first one. This one, of course, I totally like, right? Pancham. Because like, he's like cute. He's a panda. But he also is reduced enough and like chibi. Like he could totally be like just a mascot for like a zoo or something. But I think it still works in the Pokemon world, kind of. And it was only like a matter of time until there's a panda, right? And like, I like that he's like a cute character, but still has an attitude, right? So like he has totally a fierce expression, which makes you connect with him easily. So I think the design tells a story. It tells that he's a fierce kind of tiny character with a big kind of fighting spirit or something, right? He would totally protect his friends. Oh, that's a good point. I will change that quickly. How do I change it again? 1 second. How should I categorize this on Twitch? Stream title: Pokemon Review. Okay, Gen 6 designs. But what is the category? Pokemon X, maybe. How should I say it on YouTube? Pokemon Review Gen 6 designs. True. Like I put like the game right now, but it's not really the game, right? But I guess like it still fits for the people that like the game, right? So I'm thinking about changing it or not. So yeah, I really like that one. I think the evolution is like, it doesn't have anything extremely special, but it's also like, I think like dark fighting, which both don't have like extremely like an elemental component, right? I like that the eye is totally just like a black thing, but you can still see that it's fierce. So I think it's great. And also, of course, it's hard to say. It's totally easy to make a furry character out of it. But also because the design is so basic that it's basically a panda, right? If you would make, like, if you just make a picture of that Pokemon, which is a panda, I think, like, maybe you could say, and I think, like, this is what I like the most about this design, next to the eyes, that he has kind of like a, how it's called, like the tail looks kind of like he wears a clothing, right? And the clothing is also really distinct. I have so much clear ideas. So I also think about when I choose characters, either if they're cute, which all of those are just cute baby Pokemon, I guess. Well, I guess Pancham would win, right? I guess like for manliness I would still choose him, but the problem like with fan art is that it's not as distinct. So like people, if you draw him, could think that you're just drawing any panda persona or something, right? But I'll still pick him, and I like the idea with the eyes that you cannot really see, but you still kind of emote. Then there's Hawlucha. Just said Luchador. It's colorful, which is nice. The mouth kind of looks, or like the nose kind of looks. The mouth is under the nose, right? So it's meant to be a bird, but the mouth is not the beak. So it's kind of like one of those Wind Waker bird persons, which is a bit weird. And I think the Luchador themed Pokemon is kind of wasted on him not being buff, right? If you think about it, which is kind of sad. I like the colorfulness though, and I like the team, of course, because I like Luchadors. And the colors are also nice. They're like really in your face, but they're meant to be that, right? I think for now I will choose Pangoro. So we don't have like only baby Pokemon here. Whoops. What else do we have here? We have, I guess, like a fighting Mewtwo that I have never seen, which just used like an over-designed Mewtwo that kind of looks like fern or something. Like, I think like it looks like not good and hard to read. Harder to read than the normal Mewtwo, and it seems like it has a lot of things going on that don't mean anything. Like, what is the meaning of the Popeye kind of noodles, or what is this? I'm not even sure what it is supposed to mean. It's just like more difficult design. Mega Heracross, he's chunky. I guess he's funny, but clear ticket here is also. Oh, Starbucks says chestnut may be off. Valid. Clear ticket here says there's some that are cute and there's some that are strong and beautiful. This explains another reason why I love Pokemon so much. Yes. Of a physical fighter Mewtwo. But does it look physical? I think he looks kind of like a even more psychic user than... He looks like an Anemone kind of. Or Anemone. Or... I'm thinking what it's meant to be like, feel like. Is it like appendages that are like kind of like wheeling around? Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I think also for that it's a fighting type, the pose of him is really weak, right? He's just standing there. Like, he has like one arm raised and one arm like this, but he, like, the weight of his like main body, like if you think about like weight, is really boring. Like, he's just standing there. Like, even like this Mega Gallade, this Mega Lucario, this Mega Lopunny, which stands on one leg, this Mega Medicham, which stands on one leg, and this Mega Blaziken, which stands on one leg, but has like the upper body tilted a bit. They all have like more strong poses than this one. I don't like how Mega Gallade looks here though. And what's the Gallade form's weird hips called? It's like pill hips, I'm not sure. Yeah, Mega Heracross, it's not bad, it looks like just kind of funny. It looks chunky, which is nice, but kind of funny. Mega Blaziken, I still like normal Blaziken more and I don't like the color combination. But I get it, and the kind of like drapery, flowing fire things are kind of cool, right? Then Mega Medicham, I think it also goes into the territory of over-designed, but I think the psychic hand things totally make sense, right? Because it's like kind of like Indian inspired, so like imagery with like multiple hands makes sense. And it also makes sense because like psychic is like hand powers that float around. Then Mega Lopunny, I don't like it because it looks like she's like working out in a gym with those like gym like things. And what are these like shoes? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm also not sure about her like hair things. Mega Lucario looks cool. It also doesn't change too much from normal Lucario, right? Which is a good thing, I think. I think the black accents on the legs are cool. Maybe the red is a bit too much for me, but I guess like it makes sense that it should have added something. And Mega Gallade I don't like. So let's just like use Pangoro here. Pancham and Pangoro. Then we have Poison. Oh, this is Poison Water and this is Poison Dragon maybe. I don't like it's fine. Dragality, but I think it losing like the blue accent makes the colors less distinct, and the silhouette of it. Before it was a bit complicated, but really condensed, but now it's really complicated. And I think it makes it read less well. Which I guess makes sense thematically because it's like a hiding seahorse that should not be able to read because it's like camouflaging, right? Which makes sense. And in real life it's also like it's hard to read, which also makes sense. But I think the original is just so cool. And this could also be totally a fake one just from the silhouette. And I think the face also reads a bit less, which I guess like makes sense, and I guess it's a theme from Baby Evolutions to, or like First Evolutions to Last Evolution, that the face gets less of a focus. But it's a bit hard to see what it means. Then Mega Venusaur from before, I like it. Mega Beedrill. Wait a second. Is this the like the stinging thing is on their butt, right? But does this mean that it's kind of like holding is the knees here? And this is the end of the legs? So like it has like the legs angled up to sting you more? I think the more I think about it, the weirder it gets. And Mega Gengar, I think I don't dislike. I like the color combination again. It's kind of like this, like burgundy red is not used often. So yeah, I will pick this one here. Then I have one more slot for the water. And for the water, I think I would also pick Clauncher, but because I have so many baby Pokemon here, and I like them both, and I like the asymmetry in both, right? And I like the idea that this is like kind of like a face. And I also really like that this like black band around the eye. I would pick this one, Clawitzer. Okay. Then we have ground types. Don't look at the like last one. That's one. But the first one. Let's see, ground types. Or we can pick Mega Swampert here, right? So I think DSP is generally, I like it. Zigarde, I don't like, but I guess it's meant to be an amoeba, which is kind of like not that cool. Mega Steelix looks totally cool, I think. I feel like I'm warming up to it more. I don't like Steelix that much, and like it's like head, like has a giant head, right? These ones I said before. Mega Garchomp I like less than Garchomp because Garchomp looks more like, I think like Garchomp. Yeah, I guess like from Garchomp too, like the furry versions of Garchomp look much better than the Garchomp really does, right? It looks kind of lanky and like it doesn't have really hands. So if you would ask Garchomp to open a can or something, maybe he would just like put one of his like hand spike things into the can and then open it that way. I'm not sure. But I will pick Mega Swampert for this. So we have Mega Swampert already. Then let's see, flying type. Let's see, what should we do here? Oh, I see. There are many. Because of like all these variations, right? So we did like the birds we did before. Then there's like the butterfly, which I will come later. This we did before. We have this Neubert and Neuworm. Oh, and Yveltal. And Mega Charizard. It's hard to say because like I think like Neubert, it's not bad, but it seems to have too much going on. A bit over designed for me. Neuworm, I like that the pose is really strong. Like with like one hand on bottom and one in the air. And that is like tilted over. I also like the wings. And I like the color combination. And then like this like puff fluffy thing. And I also like the face. I don't like the subwoofers that it has or whatever that is. Like subwoofer eyes. Subwoofer ears. And how they are angled. So it's hard to say. I think this is something where it's like people drawing it as a persona or like very defined character. It looks totally cool and I get it, but I think I don't get the ears too much. So if I would draw it, I would not be sure how to draw the ears, and I think like the ears distract a bit from its cool design. And we didn't have like much like kind of like kite bat hands. but it's still hands, kind of. Pokemon, right? We have like Golbat and stuff in Zubat, but they have just wings, they don't have hands. So I think that's a good addition, and I also like the color design. It's kind of odd, the colors. Then Yveltal looks cool, I think, and I like the wings, and the tail is cool too. The thing is, I guess like that's like complaining on like a high level, right? But I cannot read the face too much, so I cannot really say if it looks angry or not. So I totally would pick Mega Charizard for this. So I haven't picked it yet. Let's see. This one looks, I think, I'm not sure, a bit boring. Mega Pinsir is not bad, I think. It's scary because it like looks like scary bug though. Mega Aerodactyl is like Aerodactyl running into a mountain, which looks silly. Mega Salamence. I guess Mega Salamence. Ah, I see, right. It's basically like, this is the generation that started with 3D, right? So, I think Mega Salamence looks better here than it looks in 3D when it flies. And it's just like a half moon kind of thing, which looks really silly. Xenos says, if Xenos is obviously, I have no idea what Yveltal is, just a dragon, I guess. Yeah, I think like it's a dragon bird, maybe? Sure. So yeah, the like Salamence doesn't, like the wings just got worse than in the original, I think. Then Mega Rayquaza looks cool, but also over-designed. And all these butterflies, I like the idea of them, but I think like as a butterfly on its own, it has less character than like the other butterflies that we had before. Like even the, like this butterfly, Butterfree, has I think a lot of character. Like this one also doesn't, like Venowolf doesn't have much character. But yeah, this one also doesn't have much character. I like the idea though with the different colors. Serum says a half moon, would you say a crescent moon, maybe even a croissant de lune? Lune? How do you say it? Lune or lune? But yeah, croissant de lune. I'm not sure. The second one is so good. What? Like this one? Or did you say Lune? Or Loon? Or Lune? Or Loon? What is it? Lune? People don't often get the U right like this. Yeah, like in German there's like an Ü sound, right? Which is different than U. You write it with like an U with the double points on top of it, and it's called Ü. So Esper looks totally like he's seen too much. Like Esper is me after playing Overwatch ranked. Like look at him. This is me after playing Overwatch ranked. This is me after like people saying like switch to tank and I'm the only healer, and then I switch to tank and then they say like switch to healer. I have not played Overwatch since I think 7 years or more. Okay. Tiger says, oh boy, Vivillion's designer is so colorful and hard to choose. Of the pink, purple, dark blue and white ones. Let's see what I would choose. I think purple looks the best. Like the purple one is like kind of the... It's called elegant, right? And it has like the color combinations that fit but also kind of don't fit. Like the red and the violet kind of don't fit. So I think it reminds me of Kimono. And I also like the Tundra one. No, it's called Monsoon. I guess not Tundra. Is it Tundra? Yeah, Monsoon I like. And what else? This one looks like pixel art. This one is kind of cool too, Savannah. Okay, let's continue. So like, I think like Esper and Meowstic, like they kind of like looked at the same line, but also kind of like not. They look totally like furry mascot characters for some kind of website, I think, right? Like, they look like furry characters for a website. Like mascot characters. What is this? Inkay. This is not a water type. This is crazy. So I like this one, I think. But I hate this one with the beak, right? And like the like kind of like this is hair and like he's standing up. Ew. Ew. Okay. I will keep him like that and never involve him. Is there enough? This one I have never seen before. Hooper. Hooper. I think I like Hooper. They have horns and look fierce. And the unbound version looks kind of like a knight. I think it's kind of cool. I think I will Google that one. Let's see Hooper. Hooper Pokemon. Let's see. Is it like a legendary Pokemon? Introduced in Generation 6. Prison Bottle. Prison Bottle. Yeah, I think it totally looks cool. But is it a legendary Pokemon? I think the idea is interesting that like the hoops is kind of like a teleporting thing. But is it a legendary Pokemon or not? Mythical Pokemon. This is the mythical Pokemon. Yeah, but I like it. I think this one is also not so bad. The Alakazam, but like the beard, yeah, that's... Ew, what is this? Mewtwo, why? It looks like a shrimp. And why is this Mega Latios so laughing so much? And there's like a Dark Mewtwo too? Shadow Mewtwo. And Mega Metagross. Also don't like Mega Gardevoir. Wow, it looks kind of boring. And it still has the problem that like you can kind of read the ears as a mouth, right? So I would pick, I think, this one. I think it looks just funny. I like this one. No, I will pick this one, but I like the idea with the hands, right? It looks like Exodia kind of. I guess Exodia is also kind of Jin inspired in this one too. But I've never seen it before. Then bug type. I think almost I want to not pick any bug in this too. Because it's like, I don't like how this looks, Scatterbug. don't like any of them. Okay, nothing. Rock type. Oh, we haven't seen this Tyrannosaurus, right? Where it's like, basically it was time for a Tyrannosaurus, right? Tyrant is totally cute. I've never played the game, right, so I never encountered them. But I think Tyrantrum is also really cute. And it also lends itself well to drawing as a furry character. And I guess it has enough things that it doesn't then just look like a dragon character, but it still kind of does. But I will pick this one. It's also kind of manly. The mouth is too big for me, like the whole head, but that's kind of like a Tyrannosaurus feature, right? I also really like Carpink because it looks cute. And again, like it has like rocks where it makes sense that it's rocks. And where the shading is really fun with the like glistening kind of texture. And Diancie is like gemstone, which is I think is also nice. And Mega Diancie I've never seen before. Not too bad. This one we had before. I think like Mega Tyranitar looks sadly worse than normal Tyranitar. Because again, like because it has so many appendages and like long stuffs, it just reads like the silhouette doesn't read anymore, or like not as well, and it also looks kind of frail. Like it feels like while the normal Tyranitar looks like you can throw it against the wall and nothing happens. I think Mega Tyranitar looks like it's kind of like a dead coral or something, and that it could break off easily. Serenip says, you say they look like mascots for a website? Okay, yeah, I can totally tell which is kind of psychic, right? So which mascots these things would be? Yeah, Blue Sky, right? Or Fur Affinity? Yeah, Fur Affinity definitely. I think I saw them there. Not sure. Okay, let's continue. Oh, yeah, Tyranitar here. But yeah, I think like Mega Tyranitar looks kind of too frail. Like he looks kind of more frail than the one from before. Then we have Ghost, not Steel Ghost. Tyranitar is super awesome, says Digawego. Surprised it took them until Gen 6 to make a T-Rex Pokemon, right? Not the same. Then we have Aegislash and like this like sword line, which I love. I think like I love object Pokemon in general, often, not always. I don't like Voltorb. But like Klefki I also like, which is not here yet, right? And I think like also the objects like the scarf thing is a nice texture. Like you could read this as an eye. And I also like that like it has kind of two gimmicks, right? One gimmick is that it's like an object Pokemon, maybe that's not a gimmick. The second gimmick is that it has two forms here, right? So I think like Aegislash is just a cool thing. I also like the like first evolution. I like all of them though. And I also like all the color combinations. So like I think like maybe the last one even has too much extremely dark, which makes sense with Ghost, but I think the first one and the second one have really nice color combinations with like blue and yellow and like pink and yellow. The pink and yellow also works really well, I think. With those before, I think the Mega Sableye with the giant ruby also looks really cool. And this one, Mega Barnett, I don't hate, but I also don't like it too much because it seems like there's like, is this the body or is it another mouth? And I don't like too much like bodies as mouths or like mouths as bodies. But yeah, honorable mention to Mega Sableye, but this line is just so fun I think and kind of cool. And good color combination. Then we have Dragon. Oh, this one is a dragon. I didn't know that Tyranitar is a dragon. what did we not have before? We have Gumi, which I think Gumi looks really cool. This one looks really Sliggoo. I don't like. Because like it's like this like kind of like almost like not really a snail, but a tiny bit left of it, and the eyes are really dead. And I think I also don't like Goodra too much because it looks weak, but also I'm not sure. Snail Pokemon. I like Gumi though. I think I will just pick Gumi here. Like another one I could have picked is like Tyrant, and I could also have picked Neuwan. But I think Gumi just looks cute. We didn't have Mega Altaria, which I think looks not as good as the normal Altaria. I like the shading in this though. And I'm not sure why like the Latias is like looks like so snickering. They look also like another character. Okay, let's continue. Dark type. Oh, this is Psychic Dark, which is also a cool combination. Okay, let's see. I think for this one, the only one we had not spoken about yet is the Mega Absol, which I guess I don't like too much. This looks totally like a for Affinity DeviantArt OC, right? It kind of has like this like emo furry early 2000s vibe, and also over design. So like me, like this evolution, sorry, technical glitches again, no problem. And yeah, totally valid. Also like maybe it just like reads weirdly on the sprites here. Like, does it have like, maybe it's not even meant to be like a kind of grinning mouth. And I'm just reading it right. Mega Latias, I would call it Mega Latias. Yeah, it's not meant to be grinning, but they are weirdly like backside heavy, those designs, which is kind of, they look like chickens, right? They look like a turkey. Ah, that's why I think they look like turkeys, right? Like on turkeys, they have like the legs still stuck on, but the feet removed, right? And the body shape of Mega Latias and Mega Latios is kind of like a Thanksgiving turkey, which I thought is fun. So yeah, back to this here. I think as an honorable mention, I will pick this one here, the Mega Sableye, because I think like the design makes sense and it's fun with the reflection, and it's not too over designed, it just makes sense. I like it. And also of course I like reflections. Steel. Oh, there's Klefki. Right, the actual Pokemon is unchanged. Like, I thought like maybe the mouth got golden or something, I'm not sure. Maybe it was it before. So let's see here. Klefki is totally my favorite because just look at him, he looks cute. Oh, I have to like... As much as I bet. Okay, let's see. So... Okay, maybe... It's perfect, okay. So Klefki, I think I really like because it looks cute and the different kind of keys look fun. And the textures are like really nicely seen, and it's also kind of like weird that it's in the middle. I think it's just a fun design. And this we talked about. This one I think looks too robotic. The Mega Mawile has too much going on again. Mega Aggron I think really sad because I think Aggron is perfect and it doesn't need a Mega Evolution. I mean, it's like really not the strongest Pokemon, but it just get buffed, but not like change the... Or like if it would have a Mega Evolution, it should have been more buff and more cool. Clef, silent F is key. Clay. Is it clay? Clay. Okay, I learned a French word today. I'm so happy. Thanks so much. Yeah, I know clef from like the key. No, how is it called? Key sign or like something sign in music notation, right? Meta, or maybe that was something else. Mega Metacross. Not bad, but like the gold is like not as cool as the silver was before, and it looks like it's floating. I'm not sure. I guess Mega Lucario also is kind of cool, but Klefki wins. Or Kleki in French. Okay, we have Fairy, which is kind of like funny that like these flower ones all, and even like this flower here is not plant. It's not a plant type. Look, it's not a grass type, right? So like, I guess like in this generation we have so many grass looking Pokemon that are not even remotely connected to grass. So let's see. We have all these Flabébé, Ploet, and Blogus. I think I like the first ones the most, and they look cute. I also like the like red cheeks, they're kind of cute. We'll pick the orange one. To the other ones, I think they get I like that the second one is kind of holding a flower. I think that's a cool thing. That's probably, because it's like we are in France, right? That's probably a play on, one is like perfumes, right? Or flowers, and the other one is of course like the Liberty woman holding the French flag, right? And that's basically the Pokemon doing this, right? Maybe not. And the second one is the evolution is kind of like Zemlips says, odd question, why? Guy Leif. Your father knows that you're gay? Yes. I think so. Yeah. Let's see. Basically everyone in my family knows that I'm gay. Maybe because I exude a presence like this. But let's see. If you're talking about like coming out or something, I also did that, but it's like basically like for some people in my family, I had to say that more clearly, but I think for most people in my family, it was like kind of like an open secret, so that was really easy. And like my grandma, she totally knew, right? So grandmas know. And I think that's also like a sweet thing. Kylov says, why he shouldn't know. I think like in like many like in many families, it's still like, or like depending on the location, right? It's still like coming out or like announcing that you're gay or like knowing that you're gay. It's kind of like in many families not accepted, right? So there are like definitely like families where it's hard to come out to, or like it would like break the family dynamics, or like not be accepted or anything, right? Like there are like even like some families where you get like kind of like removed from the family, right? Which is really scary. What your dad said about it, like he's totally fine with it. But yeah, it was basically not a big topic, which I guess I'm fine with. Yeah. But it's also like for me, like it's like a place of, not everyone has that, right? So I'm really like grateful for it, right? But it's also like, I think like because I have it that good, that I want to like be there for others, right? That don't have it that good. that makes sense. What about you, Guy Leif? Are you gay? And did you come out to your family? Also, you don't have to answer that. Chatlier Tigger Tears. Oh, that got kind of deep, right? But yeah. Dear Tigger Tears says, in Generation 6, fairy type is brand new. Before it existed, Cliff, Fairy, and Cliff are just normal types. That makes sense. So the next ones are like the perfume Pokemon. And I guess I like the first one. Spritzy. The name is also really funny. And it reminds me of this kind of like nose-heavy character from the Owl House. And the evolution of it kind of like has the legs showing weirdly. So maybe it's like kind of Concon, Moulin Rouge, French thing. Kind of says my father abandoned me when he knew I'm gay. Yeah, I'm so sorry for you. Yeah. And I hope you find like, or I hope you have a safe environment with people accepting you and understanding you and pulling you up, right? Like in bad times and like, yeah. But yeah, totally, like that's like a thing that happens to many people, right? So for me, it's also like a thing where it's like before I came out, or like I didn't, like, to a big part of my family, not like come out with like a big announcement and a cake or something, which would also be valid. But I think like I kind of like gauged the situation before, right? Like I think that's also like a reason why it's important that you are nice to like gay people or like LGBT people, even if you think there are no in the room, right? Because like you cannot know if they are in the room, right? There could be someone who's like much older than you, who just kind of hides it and kind of like senses the situation, and if the situation is not safe in the space where people are like hateful about it, then they don't come out, or like they hide it from you. And I think it's also because of that really weird when there's like people that are like thinking that there's no LGBT person in their presence, so you can rant about them or something, because you can never know that, right? And I think that's like weird in general. Which nation do I stay? I'm in Europe, so like German-speaking country. Ben says, I was also in a situation where everyone already kind of knew. I had to officially come out to my mother when I had to explain to her I was going on a trip to another continent to see a guy. Wait a second. That's kind of like much, but it's also kind of like sweet, I guess, if it's like friends or something. But if it's not like not like someone from like an app or something, I will protect you. But yeah, I want to send you, Guy Leif, of course, like all my support, and you can do it. You can do it. And I hope you have a good and safe life and a good support system. Yeah. I think everyone deserves that, right? Okay, let's continue. This was all a bit deep, but was a nice kind of conversation, right? So, anytime. Swirlix. I think I like because it looks cute. I wanted to visit my boyfriend at the time. Okay, that sounds better than like random hookup or something. Galactic TT. Welcome. We are rating Pokemon while also talking about deep, gay topics. Blood protects with his muscles, also high. Hello, Victim 2. So let's see. Also, I have to say, what's probably like in my family, like,
Psychi_TTV just followed.
I don't want to say too much about my family, right? And like there are also like definitely like a lot of things where I would kind of wish there would be in some ways more accepting or like more understanding my point of view, which would be really nice with like everyone. Some people understand, but some don't. And there are other LGBT people in my family, like immediate family. So that was also like a thing where it's not like the first time with me. And also like I think like with like grandma generation, they are much more knowledgeable than maybe they let on, or at least some part of it. And anytime I think about like the like from like the like older generation or like grandma generation, say something like I'm not like really like outwardly really flamboyant, right? But like for example like colored hair or something, or like long hair or something. They like grew up in like the like kind of like or like adolescent years or like young adulthood years in the 70s, which is totally like everyone has like long hair and like flowers in their hair and poetry and afros and mustaches, right? So I think like it's fun to remind them that like, wait a second, you were the ones that were the afros and mustaches and flower poetry, which is I think fun. So I think like a lot of people just like forget, right? Psyche says, fun fact, the more you have a big brother, the more you have a chance to be gay. I see. Yeah. I don't know how it works, kind of. I just know that I'm just gay. There's a cherry on this thing. I think the first one looks cuter though. And this little like ribbon evolution, that's also like kind of like trans pride flag, right? Which is nice. And I also like about this one, like I'm not too much of the fan of the eyes, but with the color combination, which is trans flag, but it's also like and also really feminine, I guess traditionally feminine with the pink and the like light colors and pink pastel-y. I like that when people draw a persona of it, if they draw it really buff or something, or like really manly, then it's kind of like this like how it's called, like there's a gap between like the manliness and the feminine, traditionally feminine colors, right? Like the soft colors and masculine, and I think that's a really cool thing, and I think that's a thing that lends this design really well. And of course, trans flag, which is also nice. At least it's not the toothpaste flag. I don't like the toothpaste flag, but I think it's also not bad. I think the lesbian flag looks good. Then. Carping is also really cute. Maybe I will pick this one. Klefki again. Then Xerneas looks kind of like this like mythical like stag god from no, what's it called? Mononoke Hime, right? Okay, you have to pick Pangoro. I already picked Pangoro. Look. Ta-da! There's definitely. Because he looks cool and manly and also has like funny eyes. Driven is very adorable, but Espion is my favorite. Let's see. Serendip says, I think it's ironic that we wanted to make a flag for woman-loving woman and man-loving man, and we came up with pink for girls and blue for boys. A bit normative, don't you think? Right. And I think like that's totally a good point, But I think like if you think about it, kind of flags are really normative, right? Like flags are like basically like, or like how it's called, like the medieval kind of symbol flags, right? Reducing stuff to stuff and something like that. Or like Canada, which is like the maple leaf, right? That's like also like kind of like not like stereotype, but like the thing that you think about the thing or something. Which other countries do have something like that? I guess like in a way, Japan with the sun and St. Lucia with the Sugar Mountain. Already obviously symbolism and all that sort of like exactly. And it's also like I think like with like the like all the pride flags and stuff, right? The discussion about like normative and stereotypes or performance is also like part of the thing, right? Part of the identification thing. So like the like so many flags about like micro flags about like where it's more like a vibe, which is more like outside vibe, like cottagecore or something, and then there's like a kind of like gender flag that says like something like vibe about like a rainy day with coffee or something, which is just like outside vibes kind of, or like feels like that. But yeah, basically like with like the like really detailed flags, I think like it's always like a fun kind of like leisurely afternoon or something to like go through wikis like that. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like the more kind of like detailed it gets, it can help people but doesn't have to help people. People can use it but don't have to use it, and if it helps you it's good, and if it doesn't help you, just drop it, and that's also fine, right? Kind of like, could you say it, kind of like RPG skill badges or something. So like for me that's like basically like in the like asexual kind of many definitions. I also made a video on it on YouTube, right, where like I walk through a VR chat work and like talk about like all the flags that were in a kind of like flag museum and my thoughts about this, and it totally like shows that too, that it's like with the parts about like identity or sense of self that I think more about, I talk more about, right? Like for example, which kind of nuance of asexuality, aromanticness, or gayness I have. But then the thing about like gender, where for me it's just like cisgender, manly, buff man. It's basically like I don't even think about it too much, right? Because it's for me like such a like clear internal feeling or something that I don't have to think about it. But it's also like nice to talk about with people who have to think about it, who have to think about it. And then it's also like the whole thing about like expression and sense of self and the difference of that, like what people find more important. Like some people are totally like more important sense of self, or how that is changing. Like for me that's also not changing, right? And like the other thing is like the like more like how you represent that something. Okay, so I like Carping and Swalex and Flabebe. So I will check this one. Okay, next. Starter. My favorite starter is, I guess, this one here, but I think I like this one too. I think Chespin I like too. then again, like Chespin, I love how fierce he looks, right? But I don't like the green combination with brown, and like green, the hue of green is difficult to get right, and the hue of brown is difficult to get right. And I think this one looks better with green and brown. Where else do we have green and brown? Green and brown, green and brown. I guess like we don't have that many things with green and brown. Maybe because of that. I guess this one is also nicer, like a dark, cold brown and cold green. I'll use this. It's also like really like pea green or something. Okay. Gimmick form. For the gimmick form, there's so many, but basically Swampert. We have Swampert in what? What's that? Mega Dragal LT. They look all crazy. But this one looks cool, I think. Mega Delphox looks cool. Like, it's like a feminine design, but totally respected it. Also, this one looks not too bad, Mega Chestnut. It still has like really lanky legs, but now he looks like a king. He looks like Escar, but with weird legs. Like the legs, and it's such a shame that like the arms and legs look so weak. But other than that, he looks like Escar in a good way. And Mega Greninja also looks cool. I think like the Megas of this generation all look really cool, but the Mega Delphox is really like the idea is cool that it's a witch and flying on this, but I think the like skirt and stuff is like this like really dark purple fits really well with the orange and yellow, and also like it's a combination that's not as often seen. So, but I will pick Mega Swampert, easy. Legend. Let's see. For the legendary, I guess. Because Groudon, I like the original more. This is legendary, I guess. I don't dislike Yveltal, so like I will pick this now. I also like, of course, like these like chin things, but I already picked this once. So Yveltal. And favorite. What is my favorite of all of them? Like, I think like also Mega Swampert. But yeah. I think this shows that like this generation has quite a few like designs that I really like, right? Like a lot of them are just like silly tiny things, but yeah, that's it basically. So let's review it. The Dear Ticker Dear says, I love the Canadian flag. It's very similar to cute, one of my favorites. Yes, I love the Canadian flags too because it reminds me of maple syrup. And also because it has like a nature in it, right? Which is always cool. Okay, so let's quickly go over it. This is what we did. Also, I'm getting hungry. This is getting kind of long. It's 2 hours. Okay, let's see. We did this kind of silly guys, silly people, and this like giant shrimp, and silly, Mandy Pangoro, again silly, cool Mega Swampert, Mega Charizard, this thing here, Tirantino. Yeah, I'm really happy with them. Okay, that's it basically. So we have like those things here, and we only need 3 generations, and maybe when I get to that, we will have the next generation already. I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you so much for doing this with me, and I will save this. Yeah, thanks so much, and everyone. I will check out the rate now, and then I will eat so much. I had leg day today, so like afterwards I totally got hungry. And kind of didn't fade. Biceps flex, I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks so much for being there and like hearing me like talk about Pokemon and gainers, I guess. Okay, I will read now Dragon to Starwind, I think. Because he's playing Tomodachi Live and I think he's making like I think he's making characters, which is great. So join him, it's like maybe it's 18 plus, so like be sure to check that, but yes. Good night everyone. Good night, good day. Oyasumi. Bye bye. And Muscle Fox attack. Yeah, we'll go now. Have a good and pleasant night and see you all soon.